Hello guys, we're back with Thomas Was Alone. All this stuff again. Apparently he turned out to miss the point and a little error changed everything. So now that we have two characters, one called Thomas and the other called
Chris took
Chris.
an immediate and deep dislike to the skinny red rectangle. Who the hell did this Thomas think he was?
Okay, so we got Thomas, which is the reddish faded colour one. And we got Chris, who's this orange one, who's very chunky and can't jump up very much. So this is our first puzzle, which is working this out, and we just helped Chris over with Thomas. So
Chris had been doing fine. He wasn't the highest jumper, but he'd held his own. He'd even been graceful at times. Well, not actually. Not technically graceful. It's probably the wrong word, but, you know, fine. There was that skinny little runt leaping about like he owned the place.
but Thomas does own the place. Didn't you know that? Anyway, so Chris seems like a fun, jealous cube. That sounds so strange. More like a square because it's not 3D. We need to help him up. Can he carry on his own? Looks like it. Yeah. Okay, and then we're back with Thomas. Now Thomas seems like a nice lad. And he seems helpful. So we'll see what happens with Chris, who is jealous of our Thomas.
Okay, this was more like it. A glowy white thing. Only Chris could get to it, which of course made it all the more enticing.
Oh,
What would it do? What new opportunity might this switch open up to him? Great. Another chance for Thomas to jump slightly higher than Chris. How fortunate. Seriously, this made the whole switch pressing thing entirely worthwhile.
Switch pressing thing. Q and E switching characters. Fair enough.
Was this good? Because on the surface, it did not seem good. Chris was pretty scared. Little Red seemed fine, happy to be on his merry little adventure. Chris couldn't shake the feeling that things had taken a significant turn for the worse since Thomas had joined in. Sure, he'd been able to piggyback his way to ever so slightly higher platforms, but where had that got him? Well, to ever so slightly higher platforms, which was sort of his point.
Look at that skill then. Oh. Bunny hopping for the win! This should be in every game, bunny hopping.
Chris stared at Thomas with pure hatred. He seemed so very happy at their situation. Friends together, a brave fellowship of quadrilaterals on a quest for greatness. That would be fine. But it was all the obvious observation that Thomas was doing which grated. Every time they saw something vaguely new, Chris would hear a satisfied little from the vaulting idiot. He hoped the next portal would split them up, if only for a few levels.
Interesting. Definitely interesting. So puzzles are getting slowly a bit harder, with more characters it seems. And we seem to have two characters, Thomas and Chris. Chris being the fun, jealous little orange cube, and Thomas being the spontaneous red rectangular cube thing. Don't worry, Chris. You're the awesome orange one. No one can leave you behind. Oh.
John knew. He knew that this was his chance. A moment to shine. This was game day.
So this is John. Okay. Oh no. Okay, so we got a new character, John, who is a really tall, yellow, rectangular
This
person.
would not do. John needed room to show off his exceptional skills. As it was, he was trapped on the wrong side of these little dot things. Where did they come from, anyway?
So wait, they've all been joined together somehow using connections from the game. It's really strange. Just jumping all in the same place and getting stuck. Interesting, no?
John inhaled the air of the open space, and it smelled of awesome. Time to flex those muscles, to put his training to use. Time to show those little dots how it was done.
Okay. So I can only jump with one thing at a time. Oh wow.
John decided to press the switch to let the little dots catch up with him. John cared for his new allies.
Oh.
You
So
could
John is
tell
the caring
from the
one.
sympathetic expression he'd practiced in the mirror all these years.
He had a mirror? He actually had a mirror in this? You would have a mirror in this? Seriously? Oh, I have to save him. Come on, Chris, you can do it. God, you're fat, aren't you? No offense. Okay, so this is interesting. We've got 3 characters now, so I'm guessing this is like an introduction to it. So it's going to slowly get harder from here. But I can only guess. And what, can John just... Yeah. John's the cool athlete person who's incredibly flexible and jumping. Right.
John was happy to keep helping. He felt it was important to his image that he was seen to help the little guys.
Okay, I get it. Wow. But you can't jump that high. Which means it's gonna have to move over. It's gonna have Okay, I get it. Quite simple. It's just working it out. Come on. Nope, not quite. Simple though, I can help you. Don't worry. Can't leave John behind. He's the tall one. He'll save us all. I wonder if, like, John is aware that these two don't actually know each other.
He didn't mind them so much either. The red one, Thomas, had a charming way of applauding every time John jumped.
Do we have to actually go help Tom? No, no we don't. Can't remember his name. It's not Tom, because that's Tom. Wow, I can't believe I forgot their name already. Chris, that's it. That's the one.
The angry orange one was less immediately likeable, but his unremitting cynicism and tutting amused John.
Righty, oh, Tom can't help him this time. Oh, but it's simple, isn't it? Yeah. Of course, he has to enter the door. What's an interesting game? Everything's strange.
This was interesting. A floating target. This would require coordination, balance, and timing. John was sure the dots would be lost, but he was happy to guide them to triumph.
Oh, okay. So we're gonna go get these guys.
Maybe that's what the dots were for. They were there to extend John's reach, to make his performance even more impressive. John liked the thought. He decided to keep them.
Wow. So they're used to making better. It's like props. Well, that's it for this episode. Hope you had a good one. This will be for next time, and I'll see you next time when we come back with Big Fat Blue Cube.
So, this is how Claire would die.
We'll be back with
She knew it would
Claire
happen
next
eventually.
time. See you next time, and
She
goodbye.
was